give people time to hop on in here before talking. So if you are hopping on in, this chat's going to get really hot. So now's the time to say something or ask a question or something like that. So hello. Hey, I think I saw Momo. Hey, I tried responding to your comment. You were the one who commented about my haircut, right? And said, nice haircut. And I was like, what haircut? And I was joking. So I saw that you like felt bad about that. I think that was you, right? Happy holidays, Marty Party. Hello, Nicole. What's up? So I was so nervous. Thoughts on VET? I think it's gonna be a little bit for VET. We need to get above Bitcoin. We need to get to 53K for Bitcoin before even considering anything with. I would stay away from VeChain for the short term. So how's the fam? Fam's good. I'm at an Airbnb right now, and the fam is on a hike while I'm making videos and stuff. All right, yeah, VET long-term, not now. VET long-term, very bullish on VET long-term. Yeah. So what haircut? Yeah. This is the shortest hair. This is the shortest that my hair has been since I married my wife. It's been 13 years. So know anything about NFT, like NFTs in general? We had NFT season, and we're on the tail end of that. NFTs, we will have other NFT seasons, but I would not buy NFTs right now. Happy New Year, Rusty Pudding. Is Litecoin still going to 1,500? Yeah, I'm just as bullish on Litecoin, but here's the deal. I now think that Bitcoin's going to peak in the fall of 2022, and I'm sorry to say that. And the big thing that I've been saying about Litecoin is Bitcoin has to cross its all-time high and hold its all-time high for Litecoin to pump like crazy, and so I'm still waiting for that. How's XRP going to do? I think, I'm wondering about these ISO 20022 compliant cryptos. Not compliant, but the ones that will benefit from that. And maybe that's the next big wave. But I mean, as long as the SEC suit is going on, it's going to be suppressed. So we'll see. Do you think Bitcoin is? No, I don't think Bitcoin's going to 32K. A lot of the analysts I trust as much as you say it's the bottom. That this is the bottom, we're at the bottom now, or that 32K is the bottom. Here's the thing: long-term holders are not selling. That's the thing that I constantly say about people about what's going on right now. All of this selling pressure is from China with Huobi shutting down mainland China and OKEX, and it's from short-term holders. But long-term holders, if I see long-term holders start selling, I will turn bearish. Until that happens, I think 40,000 range is the bottom. So, and all right, another comment here. Looks like Bitcoin may be heading towards 20K to wash out the speculative altcoins as yields are rising. The last few days, yields, Bitcoin's not going to 20K. I'm going to move on from that. Good morning. What would you buy now? I just made a TikTok. I have 6 figures of Ethereum. I'm trying to go a little bit risk off with that. So I keep it safe. Top 20, top 30, but I'm looking at Ethereum killers. So Algorand, so-called Ethereum killers. Algorand, not Cardano, but Avalanche and Luna. I think Avalanche and Luna could potentially catch up to Solana. Solana's number 5 in market cap. So what are your thoughts on the VV platform? I like it, and I like the Omi crypto. I don't own any, but I think that they have the potential to attract some really good suitors. So, they've already done that to an extent. What's up, Smiles? Best metaverse investments, I would say Gala. And that's another one where I would stick with the top ones because there's a lot of froth in metaverse, but Gala is my favorite right now. But I also like Mana and Sandbox. So when BTW, no idea what you're talking about, is 2022 a bearish? I don't think so. Thoughts on PulseX that started yesterday? I've not looked into PulseX. I have enough hex. That hex isn't the amount of hex that I have is enough Richard Hart in my life. I don't need any more Richard Hart in my life. I know that 32K is coming up and then they'll go all in. No, Okay, no, yeah, I disagree with that. So, when are you expecting Bitcoin to reach all-time high? So, I would here's my line of thinking. I think we'll in early 2022, like first quarter of 2022, go back to the 60s. Maybe February or March, go back to the 60s, and then go back down, and then maybe May or so, go back up to the 60s or 70s or 80s, something like that, and then summer lull, and then fall, cross 100,000. So, um, yeah, Eric, I read up a little bit, but I'm still reading up on that. So, HTR, I don't know enough about HTR. So, hey, Sambo, I am not going live on YouTube. I'm in an Airbnb, and I forgot my wife's on a hike right now. I forgot to get the Wi-Fi passcode from her. It's on her phone, so I only have Wi-Fi on my phone, so I can't set up my computer right now. So, do you see any price action this spring, summer, or fall completely flat? Fall in 2022, flat until fall 2022. Yeah, price action in the spring, summer. The saying "sell in May, go away" is generally a true thing, and so I don't expect much in the summer, but Q1 and Q2, yeah. So, what do you think about Cardano? I like but don't love Cardano, and Cardano has a huge market cap, so I'm not as excited about investing in Cardano as I would be about Avalanche, Luna, Solana, Algorand. Not as much Cardano. I'm not a huge fan of Cardano. So, all right. Sorry, guys. This chat is super hot, and follow me on Twitter, WWBitcoin. If you ask me a question there, I will answer your question as soon as this live stream is over. So yeah, not a huge fan of Cardano. Bitcoin going back to 18K, cool, man. Yeah, set your limit orders there and do that. And congrats on, I don't know, missing out on a good deal. Crow, I've gotten pretty heavy into Crow with their Crypto.com DeFi application. I have really high hopes for Crypto.com with DeFi, and they're partnered with VVS and Beefy Finance. Beefy is offering very good returns in their farms, and so I have a Crow wrapped Bitcoin farm that I'm very excited about. It's getting, as of right now, it's like 90% APY. That'll go down, but it's two coins that I'm content with when it comes to impermanent loss of holding either one of those. If Crow dumps, I'll have more Crow and less Bitcoin, less wrapped Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dumps, if Crow outperforms Bitcoin, I'll have more Bitcoin, which I'll always want more Bitcoin. So, what are you seeing the next few days? I think that December is going to close around 48K. That is the point of max pain for a huge amount of options. There's a ton of options about to close, and the end of year options. And so that's max pain, 48K close for the month. And then early January, I know a lot of people are saying rocket emoji early January. I am not one of those people. I just think slow climb. Let's make our way back up to the bull market support band at $53,000, and then we'll see from there. So, what do you think about the macro top for Litecoin? Macro top. If you're talking about for the whole cycle, I'm still saying $1,500. VXV, I'm taking my cues from other people with VXV. So Dogelon Mars, no. Cardia, I still haven't looked into Cardia. 10 January bullish, okay, throwing out some random day, sounds good. Unfortunately, I sold most of the loss, just too much negativity in this market. Everything changed, man. Find the deer. I'm sorry for you. This is, here's what I'm seeing. Retail sentiment, yeah, if you're looking at everyday people like you and me, retail sentiment is very, very low right now. But I mean, if I'm looking at what larger players are doing, it's like they're not bearish right now. I mean, could Bitcoin go lower? Sure, of course it could. But long-term holders are not selling. They're not selling. And until they start selling, why would they just all of a sudden start selling aside from some kind of catalyst? So, man, I'm really bummed to hear that, but I hope you feel better, Find the Deer. You're one of my favorites on here. So, yeah, let's see. Will Bitcoin reach 43K? It seems like it won't. It's like, dude, I've been waiting for under 45K this whole time. I have been waiting for an opportunity to back the truck up at 45K. And every time it goes under 46K, it's snatched up really quickly. So I don't know. VVS, I just did talk about the crypto.com DeFi app, which I really like. And so I bought a chunk of VVS. I have like $5,000 worth of VVS, staking at super high yields. That's not going to perform well if Bitcoin is under, these key levels, the 53,000, the bull market support band. But if it does go above it, then VVS will do well. So, what's the name of your favorite metaverse? Gala, or if you're from the UK, Gala. Gala. So, yeah. Are you going live on YouTube later? I'm not going to be able to. No. So, good morning, Hustle Bones. Man, all right, lots of comments here. Sorry again. Follow me on Twitter, WWBitcoin. I will answer every question after this live stream is over if you ask me a question there. So, Gala prediction. I think, I'm not doing dollar amounts. I think Gala is going to catch up with Sandbox and with Mana in market cap. So go to coinmarketcap.com and do the math yourself. If Bitcoin rockets up to 65K, will it drop fast again opposed to slowly climbing up? Slowly going down, you mean? So, all right. Yeah. So that's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to go back to the 60s again sometime within the first quarter of 2022. And will it go down after that? I could see it going down again. I think a lot of people learned their lesson from this last time, myself included. Take profits. You've got to take profits. And so I think a lot of people would take profits at 65K. But how fast will it go down? We'll see, So I don't think it'll go down all that fast. Will Matic retrace or keep on its slow climb? I think Matic will retrace a little bit. Snoop Dogg is promoting Mana. It's guaranteed to explode. Snoop Dogg. That's great for Mana. That's not an insignificant thing. But, Snoop Dogg promoted these an NFT that I hold, and it gave it a small pump, but then, the NFT dumped after that. So at what levels will you buy Luna, Avalanche, and Solana? That's a good question. I set a limit order for $75 for Luna. But Luna it seems unlikely to me that Luna is going to go down there unless we see a huge dump for Bitcoin. So I set a limit order, just $1,000 worth, to buy $1,000 worth of Luna at $75. But I also did a market order for Luna at its current price of just $400. So that's what I would recommend, not financial advice. But thoughts on the current algo pump? I heard that there was some bullish news. I haven't looked into it though. So thoughts on lossless? I don't know enough about lossless. Sorry. Aside from they're helping people who get hacked or helping different platforms. That's always a good thing. It's always going to be needed. So long term, that sounds like a good call. XLM, still bullish on XLM. It's just I think XLM is being suppressed by the XRP stuff. They go hand in hand. I have 28K. What should I do, Steve? I'm always, in my opinion, you should have at least 50% in Bitcoin and Ethereum. A lot of people, I'm one of the few people on this platform who will say such a thing. But crypto in general is highly risky, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are highly risky. And so that is somewhat risk averse because the market will do what it does. And you could lose a lot of money by investing in a small cap that you're hoping is going to outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, which a lot of people have done. A lot of people don't want Bitcoin and Ethereum, especially right now. Retail does not want Bitcoin. And it's at a time like this where I'm like, if retail doesn't want it, then I want it. And then other than that, I would put a chunk into the so-called ETH killers. So Avalanche, Luna, Solana, some in Algorand as well. And then the last bit, I mean, definitely some exposure to HBAR, XRP, Quant, XLM, things like that. And all right, I'm still going to say it, Litecoin. I am still super bullish on Litecoin. So there's some suggestions. Bear market into late 2022? Question mark. I don't think so. No, except for one thing. We have technically, if looking at on-chain analytics, we have been in a bear market since May. If you look at all of the hype, everything, the hype was insane up until May, and then it just died. And then even when we got to $69,000 Bitcoin, it still died, and it's dead. The hype is dead right now. But here's the thing. We are looking at a ton of metrics right now. We are looking at metrics indicative of a bear market bottom. And so the biggest thing that I've pointed out is for Bitcoin, the gap between short-term holders and long-term holders is enormous. It's 9.5 million Bitcoin. So long-term holders for Bitcoin hold 9.5 million more Bitcoin than short-term holders. If you look in the past, you see when the gaps were the widest in 2017 or 2018 and then 2015. When those gaps were the widest, that was right around the bear market bottom. So could we go lower? We certainly could, but historically, this is around the time when you should be a buyer. So are we in a bear market? Yeah, but all right, we were in a bear. Well, no, I mean, I wouldn't say we're dollar amount, we're not in the bear market. But I think here's what I'm saying. I think Bitcoin, and so therefore, as Bitcoin goes, so goes the rest of the market. I think Bitcoin right now is lower than where it will be in the official bear market bottom, which I think will happen end of 2023, will be the bear market bottom. So anyway, I spent a lot of time on that. Sorry about that. Follow me on TikTok if you haven't followed me, and follow me on Twitter, WWBitcoin. I will answer every question that you ask. If you're desperate to ask a question, I will answer your question there after this live stream is over. Polkadot is a good buy right now. I agree with that. Man, I wish I could keep up with all of this. So looking to add more Solana at 128.84. I would recommend that, but let me just say this. I'm more bullish short term on Luna and on Avalanche. I think that they could potentially catch up to Solana. So Hathor and Curado thoughts. I don't know enough about either of those. I saw a tweet that intrigued me about Curado, whatever it's called. Sorry. But so I'm going to look into that one, but no thoughts as of right now. What about staking in Wonderland? That's very high risk right now. I mean, yeah, the returns are phenomenal, but Wonderland could lose a lot more of its value. So sure, throw a few $100s into that. I wouldn't object to that. That's something that I would be looking at again at the bear market bottom. So you're welcome. Exposes stolen content. 15K where to put. I just answered a question about that. Sorry. Like Dogecoin, no. I would stay far away from Dogecoin right now, especially now. Talk about how you were wrong about 200K Bitcoin by tomorrow. Sure thing, man. Yeah, I'll talk about how I was wrong by about 200K Bitcoin by tomorrow. So do I believe that Bitcoin's going to $200,000? Yes, I do. Yes. And the thing that a lot of you people, like this person here, what's your name? Beard Chakra. The thing that you guys will not give me any leeway on is the fact that I am constantly looking at things based on probabilities. And given how much we were matching 2013 and 2017 stride for stride up until the middle of November, I thought it is more probable that we will peak in December than that we won't. And then November 17th, you can see it on my YouTube channel. I shifted and thought, actually, no, it is, as of right now, given the information that we have, it is now less probable that Bitcoin will peak in December. And yet all you want to hear from me is 100%. You don't want to think in terms of probability. You want to hear 100%. This is the day that Bitcoin will peak. And so I'm not operating in that same sphere. And if that bothers you, you can go talk to other people who will promise you the world, promise you the universe. That is not what we do on this channel. We think in terms of probabilities. And so I'm telling you, I was the first person who looked at it and was like, probability wise, I think we're going to peak in December, and then shifted. I was the very first person. So whatever, you want to troll me, you can keep trolling me. That's fine. And for those people who were saying that it's more probable that we'll have an extended cycle, I give them props. I certainly do. That was always a possibility in my mind. Always a possibility. So, new to this, any suggestions? Is Litecoin still on? Litecoin will go crazy after Bitcoin crosses its all-time high again. Any suggestions? Start out with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Download something like Voyager. Use my referral code ALE749. Start with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Learn as much as you can about the rest of the market. So people saying don't buy USDT. Why? It's simply because of just fears that they're not being honest with the amount of their backings. So I'm not going to get into that now, but do you still think Holochain has room to grow in price? Yes. Got to respect that you own up when you're wrong. Thank you. It's because you call yourself okay. Yeah, Beard Chakra. That is true. I'm telling you, I was the most accurate from July to November, and then I wasn't. So I was, and you look at my videos from July to November. So yes, I was the most accurate from July to November. So thank you, Report to Ban. Why would anyone think charts make sense is beyond me. Okay. Avalanche is advertising New York City subways. Okay. All right. I'm done with responding to Bearded Chakra. It's probabilities. It's not guesses. Thank you all. Let's see. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, I can't read all the comments here, but all right. I am human. Thank you. What do you think Bitcoin will be in January? I'm just thinking higher prices. So higher prices, a little bit higher. I'm not like a lot of people are expecting rockets. I'm not expecting rockets in January. I just expect a slow climb. So Brandon Muscles is gone. He's gone. I blocked him, but Bearded Chakra, you want to stick around? That's fine. What's up? I just put in for the algo governance. Any thoughts on algo? I'm wondering if Algorand is going to be the next so-called ETH killer that pumps. I just talked about that in my most recent video. So thank you, Smiles. You've been a great supporter. So I have no HBAR. Do you recommend to buy some? Yes. From Stockholm, I do recommend buying HBAR. Yeah. So what can we do who already bought in USDT? Why not convert that to something else? XRP, bullish on XRP. I will hold XRP until the SEC suit is over. I'm not selling any of my XRP until after that. AMP, still bullish on AMP. It's just, again, all eyes are on Bitcoin right now. Let's get to the bull market support band. So what do you think of Bitcoin 180K by May? So that is, I did talk about that in my lengthening cycles video on YouTube. I'd recommend you check that out. I made it on November 17th. And so that's a possibility. But what I'm thinking is that what we're going to see in early 2022 is the Fed attempt to increase rates. And then at some point, they're going to do a reversal on that because they're going to realize that that's like for them, they're too short-sighted, that's an awful move for a short-sighted. I think long-term that would be good, but short-sighted, everyone wants their instant gratification, and the Fed's going to get the pressure on that, and they're going to reverse course. But I don't think that's going to happen until like the middle of 2022. So when they reverse course, which they will, then I think things are going to shoot off like crazy. So yeah. When am I shaving? This is as short as my beard will ever go. Let's see. Cardano will explode very soon. I hope you're right. That would be great. And that should hurt equities and crypto. I think it's already priced in, actually, Pierre. I think that's already priced in. I've read an article that made a compelling case that 3 rate hikes are already priced in. So Kathy Woods, 500K Bitcoin. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Kathy Woods, but I mean, like, what was her time frame? I think her time frame was eventually. Which, do I think Bitcoin's going to be 500K eventually? Yeah, that would put it right at gold's market cap, and it just seems very likely to me that gold's market cap is going to be $500,000. So, what do you think about 1inch? I really am hopeful about 1inch, especially with their partnership with Binance. So bullish, yeah. If you're right about that, I'd be impressed. It's not that obvious for the Feds to reverse. Well, all right. Wise Lamont's Youngling. Here's the thing that I'm thinking through. So I used to be a mortgage agent. So my livelihood depended on what the Federal Reserve did with rates. And I remember years ago people talking about, oh yeah, they're going to raise rates. They're going to raise rates. And then they did raise rates. And every time they try to raise rates, there's like a certain threshold where like disaster strikes. At least they can see the impending disaster. And for like the past 20 years at least, they have always reversed course. They have always tried to raise rates, and then they've every time reversed course. Could this time be different? It could be. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place right now with given how inflation is just going crazy. But I think the CPI numbers for January are actually going to be pretty low in comparison to December. So we'll see. Let's see. Litecoin thoughts, still just as bullish on Litecoin as anything. Doge Protocol, is that different from Dogecoin? I don't know anything about Doge Protocol. Shiba Inu hold. I think Shiba Inu, I'm not a fan of Shiba Inu. I really don't like it at all. But just looking at the charts, this is like the point when fish would sell and whales would buy. And looking at that, I'd say hold in general. So Loopring and Gala, don't know enough about Loopring. That is a layer 2. That's if you're looking into layer 2s, you think that's going to be the next thing. Loopring would be a good one after Matic, in my opinion, to look into. Gala is my favorite metaverse cryptocurrency. I think that it has the most potential of the current metaverse cryptos, become king of metaverse cryptos. So what do you think about, answered about 1inch, what Trias doing big things? I hope so. I don't want to sell now in loss, so how can I convert? Are you talking about USDT? Are you talking about Tether? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you think of Polkadot? I love Polkadot. Yeah, very bullish on it. And Polkadot dumps really hard when the market dumps, which means that it's at an extreme discount, because I think it'll at least go back to its all-time high. Aave, don't really know enough about Aave or Harmony One. VVS and Crow, talked a lot about that already, and I'm very excited about the VVS, about their partnership in the Crypto.com DeFi platform. Very bullish on Crow. I think that's going to be like the Binance of the United States. So has Veracity got a big future? We'll see. That's a tough one. I like Theta more, but sure. Yeah, Gala. I said Gala. Cake price. I'm not as bullish on Cake as I have been in the past. And I think what's going on with Cake is that there's just a lot more sexy options out there. Cake kind of has the niche of like, this is where you go to buy meme coins. And meme coins are not in right now. If we have another meme coin season, Cake will go crazy. But we'll see. When will we have another meme coin? So maybe at the very end. Should I buy $120 of Bitcoin every week? If you can do that, I think that would be great. Yes. Ethereum Classic prediction, I don't know, like $300. Everyone go buy Bitcoin today and hold. I agree. Cross wallet, don't know enough time. Staking returns are insane. I would want to see evidence that time has bottomed out before investing in it now. So let's see. Link, still super bullish on Link. I know I'm hearing a lot of rumblings that Chainlink is going to have a huge 2022. It's more of a I'll believe it when I see it. Chainlink is more of a turtle. You know, I think of H bar as a turtle and Phantom as a hare. In bullish times, you want Phantom. In bearish times, you want H bar. You want to be holding on. You want to have held on to H bar. And I think of Chainlink in a similar way that it's one it'll be fine in the bear market and one that's good to stack, but it is a slow mover. So, all right, Doge protocol is supposed to prevent quantum computers from breaking code. Oh, that's something to look into then. Okay. Yeah, Crosswallet. I don't know anything about Crosswallet. C98, that's another one. All right, El Puño. I feature in your latest TikTok. I'm not too sure if I want to be looking at that, but thank you, El Puño. Yeah, everything happens in cycles. Am I on YouTube? I'm not on YouTube right now. Just TikTok. All right, I hold HBAR, ETH, Solana, XRP, Mana, Bitcoin. I have the most in ETH and HBAR. What do you think of these long term? I have 5 long term holds. ETH and HBAR are 2 of those 5. So yes, I like it. Oh, okay. I have bought with pair of USDT. How can I convert now with pair of BUSD? Oh man, I don't know. So if you're talking about you bought Bitcoin with a USDT pair, that should be fine. I would not worry about it, or any other cryptocurrencies. Any thoughts on multi-vac? That's absolutely one that I need to look into more. I just don't know enough. So let's see. Vet, long-term vet, short-term, long-term, yes for VeChain. Short-term, I would not say to buy VeChain right now. You think XRP hit $6 to $10? If so, when? Not until the SEC suit is over. I do think that's within the realm of possibility. And if so, I mean, I think it'll rise with the rest of the market. I think Bitcoin will have to peak first. So let's see, Quant or XRP. Right now, oh man, right now I'd say Quant, but I like them both. Decentraland, I've done very well with my Decentraland. I like it a lot. I like Gala or Gala games more, but looking at metaverse cryptos, here's the thing. I'm thinking 5 years from now, whatever is king 5 or 10 years from now probably doesn't exist yet. So as far as metaverse is concerned, I am not holding any of these cryptos long term, but I am very much keeping an eye on the market and saying and seeing like what's the next big thing. And the big things that I'm looking at are, what are these big gaming companies going to do? How are they going to get into this? Because I know they're licking their lips. They're seeing dollar signs. So thank you for that gift. So we'll see. All right, you think 60K Bitcoin again by March? Yes, I do. Yeah. I'm not expecting 6-figure Bitcoin first half of the year, but 60K Bitcoin by March. Yeah. Do you know anything about Helmet? No. Algo, what's going on? I know it's pumping. Don't chase a green candle. I heard that there was some bullish news with Algorand, but I don't know. So Eth Long-Term Prediction. Man. Well, let me tell you this. For Ethereum, Ethereum is my biggest holding. I am very, very bullish on it over the next year, the next 2 years, especially with ETH 2.0 coming out. The next cycle, 5 years from now, very bullish on Ethereum. To me, it is abundantly clear that Solana, Avalanche, Luna, and a lot of other ones just have superior technology. So will ETH calcify in certain ways? You know, a lot of building is being done on ETH. I think so. But I think that those other ones, all of those ETH killers, not all of them, but some of them, are going to gain on Ethereum over the next 5 years. And so I think they'll outperform Ethereum. So what do you do with that? My biggest holding is Ethereum, and it's going to stick as Ethereum. Here's something that I'll recommend. Just get a different perspective on this. Crypto is good. I follow him on TikTok and on Twitter. Look him up. He made a video about Ethereum saying that he thinks Ethereum is going to die. Do I agree with that? No. But am I too heavy in Ethereum? Yes. And so I'm looking to distribute a little bit into those other projects. So XLM, I love XLM. The problem with XLM right now is that it is also being suppressed by this XRP stuff. So they go hand in hand. Can you explain what wrapped Bitcoin is? Yeah, well, sort of. People want yields. People want to be able to use Bitcoin on other platforms like Ethereum's platform, but they can't. They're not interoperable, if that's a word. So what they do is they make it so that it is compatible on Ethereum's platform, and that's what wrapped Bitcoin is. So what you can do, I have some wrapped Bitcoin. You can stake, you can farm, you can do different things with wrapped Bitcoin that you can't do naturally. So that is actual Bitcoin that's taken out of the system and made in such a way that it can be operable on other platforms. So there's lots of different types of wrapped Bitcoin, but Ethereum has the biggest amount. So anyway, do you stake ETH? I do not. Hello, Imran. I do not stake Ethereum, but I do hold it on different platforms that get me yields. And for me personally, I think that's a better option because I don't want to lock it in for any period of time. Litecoin, still super bullish on Litecoin. Do you recommend helium mining? And if yes, which miner to use and buy? From what I understand, I don't have a helium miner. I want to get one. From what I understand, Bobcat is the one. It's the way to go. But other than that, I don't know where to send you. So do you have a prediction for Litecoin when Bitcoin pumps back to the 60s? Like $300. That's where it went last time. And if Bitcoin goes over 6 figures, then I think Litecoin is going to 4 figures. So XCur is to OpenSea like Crow token was to BNB. I made a video about XCur. Yeah. What I think they need to do is they need to improve their marketing and they need to attract major players to their platform. But they do have a lot of potential. Bitcoin prediction. All right, so I've been saying $200,000. I am still saying $200,000, but I am open-handed about $200,000. The thing that I am I hold a much stronger opinion on is that the bear market bottom, the 200-week moving average, simple moving average, is usually what signifies the bear market bottom. I believe that the 200-week simple moving average will rise to something like $50,000. Right now, it's at $18,500. I think it's going to rise to $50,000 in sometime in like 2023, and that will be, and Bitcoin will go down to that level, and that will be the bear market bottom. So whatever Bitcoin has to do between now and then to get the 200-week simple moving average up to that level, that's what I think is going to happen. So if Bitcoin goes to like $100,000 and stays at $100,000, and the 200-week simple moving average is able to rise to $50,000, that's my expectation. So what are you, some stake? What? Thoughts on when XRP will win in court? Late 2022. HBAR thoughts. I love HBAR. Long-term hold for me. Litecoin predictions. Again, entirely depends on Bitcoin, but 4 figures for Litecoin. Get the Bobcat. It's awesome. Okay, there we go. What are you saying? Lori loves everyone. What are you, some stake? Oh my goodness. I was reading it wrong. Sorry for my dyslexia. I don't actually have dyslexia, but what are some you stake? STAKE. That's the thing that confused me about that. All right, so my biggest stakings right now are on the Crypto.com DeFi app, and I'm staking Crow. I'm farming. I'm staking VVS. I have a Crow USD pair, USD coin pair. So that's pretty much staking Crow. I have $16,000 of a Crow wrapped Bitcoin pair. And that's my biggest one. So Cardano future, we're not going to know for 10 years. I still have I have some hope for Cardano that they're actually going to get some things in motion. But for the most part, they're like a meme coin right now. Let's see. What's up, 911? Still need 10 Ethereum to be dirty rich one day. Yes, I would say so, yeah. How you yield ETH or stake it, bro? Not sure what you're asking, but hold it on Celsius, hold it on BlockFi. I think on Voyager, I don't have any ETH on Voyager. That's where I would do. Where do you get Litecoin? You could get it pretty much anywhere. So, go for it. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Prediction on quant. I don't do predictions on quant. Sorry. Quant does what quant does. Market going to boom January. I don't think it's going to boom. I think it's going to slowly climb. So, are you familiar with Legacy Network? No. Do you have a video you recommend for taking profits? I don't. I just recommend doing it. Man. Yeah, that's a difficult thing. It's like you can DCA your way into it. Why not DCA your way out? Velo, don't know enough. Chainlink's a long-term hold for me. Very bullish on Chainlink. Aave, don't really know enough. Sorry. What are your thoughts on mining given ETH 2.0 is coming? Mining is, if you can mine, if that's what you're asking, if you can mine, do it. I would recommend doing it. Yes. Especially because I could see a day in the future, especially for Bitcoin, where the only way that normal people are going to be able to acquire Bitcoin is by mining. If you're talking about Ethereum mining, I'd be a little hesitant considering the fact that ETH 2.0 is coming. But you'd be able to mine other cryptocurrencies with those miners. You could go to Ethereum Classic, something like that. What's crazy about HBAR is it didn't even properly price in the Shinhan Bank news. I'm not familiar with the Shinhan Bank news, so Spell. I need to look into Spell. I don't know enough about Spell. I meant if you stake ETH, you only retrieve with ETH2. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's so hard. I know. Let's see. Would you switch ADA to Algo or Crow or Quant? Not right now. Given how much lower Quant is, no, I would not. Or sorry, I got distracted there. Given how much lower, how down Cardano is, it's like Cardano. If you're thinking in terms of like growth stocks versus value stocks, I know we're talking about crypto here. But if like Cardano is Cardano, if Warren Buffett was into crypto and he was looking at everything, I am very confident that he would be buying Cardano out of all of those right now. Take that for what it's worth. Have you tried building on blockchain? No. I'm not super technologically savvy. What do you think Bitcoin, how much will it be in the first quarter? I think it's going to go back up to the 60s. I don't think it's going to go to the 70s or 80s in the first quarter, back up to the 60s. Dogecoin prediction end of January, like 22 cents. Not expecting much from Dogecoin. Saitama, don't know enough. Good time to buy VXV. I think so, yeah. Bitcoin prediction end of January. How about $56,000? How about that? Just wanted to say thank you, Herm. Wish you the best as well. Trias, don't know enough aside from it's like a super small market cap. I know that people were very bullish on it a few months ago. That has quieted down. Given the market cap, sure, it could potentially 10x or 50x or something like that. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. But good to see you, OC Pet Doctor. Do you trade 3x leverage coins? Hell no. Do not trade any of those coins. And I am I would rather just do regular leverage than those coins. When the market pumps, they do not pump 3x. And when the market dumps, they dump super hard. I'm telling you, you do not want anything to do with those coins. Just if you're gonna do that, just do regular leverage. So, what's the best app for beginners? My son wants to get into crypto, but is just learning. Lori, as far as ease is concerned, in my opinion, it's Voyager. I've soured a little bit on Voyager. The bid ask thing, but that doesn't mean I'm entirely opposed to it. I have crypto on Voyager. It is very easy to use. And if you're going to download Voyager, sure, it's a recommendation. Use my referral code ALE749. You'll get $25 of free Bitcoin, and you'll skip the waiting list. Esther wants 5X. Yes, she does. Is Algo a good long-term hold? Man, if you hold Algo long-term, you will do well. But how low is Algo going to go in the bear market? That's the question. Could it lose 90% of its value? And do you want to hold a cryptocurrency that loses 90% of its value? That's within play. So yeah, I have some VXV. Yep. Oh yeah, I saw a comment about airdrops. That seems to be the next big thing. Maybe that's true. This SOS airdrop was really popular, and so maybe airdrops are the next thing. So bull run in February, maybe. Polkadot Kusama, I really like both of them. So thoughts on Block and Hero? I looked up Blockfolio. It's a really simple comment. All right, El Puño, I'm going to block you. It's a really simple comment. It's a really simple concept to understand. 21 floors in a building, buy some of that metaverse, and we'll see as far as adoption is concerned. Let's see, here's what needs to happen for Blockfolio to be successful long term. We need a way to connect all of the metaverse together. Sandbox, Decentraland, Blockfolio, Gala, whatever you want to call it. And if that's the case, if there's a way to connect all of this together, like Ready Player One, then a lot of these places are going to be looked at as shrines. Like they're going to be looked at as places of worship. And I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they're going to be looked at with that high regard on the metaverse, because it's like this is one of the originals. Could you imagine 30 years from now, entering into the Blockfolio building on the metaverse and being like, this was created at the very beginning? And if that's what happens, then buying a portion of Blockfolio now is going to be very lucrative. But that's a risk. So how low could XRP get in bear market? Wondering if to sell. I don't know, but what I will tell you is that whenever that SEC suit ends, XRP is going to pump like crazy. So I will hold all of my XRP until at least the SEC suit ends. So I'm not selling any of it. I don't care, bear market, whatever. USMC, something's correct. Thank you. How low will HBAR go in a bear market? I think HBAR will hold up much, much better than a lot of other cryptos. Andrea, hello, in the bear market. So, what does that mean? I could see like a 70% drop from its peak in comparison to other things. When will the SEC suit end? I think end of 2022. Litecoin, I know I am just as bullish on Litecoin as ever. You've got to be patient. Good time to enter ETH. Under $4,000, I think is pretty good. We need quant of the metaverse. That's a good comment. Yep. Algo or XLM, I'd say Algo right now. Thoughts on current market? We are in a position similar to typical bear market bottoms. And I'm telling you, that sounds crazy. And that you got to think through that. Is that bullish or bearish? If you bought Bitcoin, let me answer it like this. If you bought Bitcoin in December of 2018, when it was at $3,000, would you be happy or sad? You would be happy, right? So if you bought Bitcoin now or other cryptos now, given that the market is typical of bear market bottoms, would you be happy or sad? Will you have been happy or sad a year from now? I would say you'd be happy. So Is it Litecoin's time to shine? Not yet. Nope, but it will be. Bitcoin pump after tomorrow. A lot of people are expecting that. I'm expecting a slow climb. We will see. What's your view on VRA? Please share your thoughts. I like VRA. I like the market cap of VRA. That's probably the biggest thing that I like. I hold some VRA. I'm happy to hold it, and I'm happy to hold it for as long as I need to. You know, I'm bullish on VRA. So when we'll see actual bull market? It depends. What we're seeing this cycle right now is weird. Because, all right, let's say that I'm right, and we are at a time typical of a bear market bottom. You know, Bitcoin 5x'd from its bear market bottom to the middle of 2019. So I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to 5x from here, but what I'm saying is that was that a bull market? I mean, that was still the bear market, but we saw very bullish momentum, and so something similar could be happening right, you know, from here until the middle or end of 2022. But we could still define that as, like, you know, bearish times. I don't know. It's really confusing right now. All I'm saying is that probability wise, this is, in my opinion, a great time to buy. Do you think Doge will ever come back up? I don't think it's going back to its May high. I don't think so until the next Bitcoin halving in 2024. I'm sorry. Name an NFL player for an edit. Okay. All right. NFL, NBA edits. Let's see how many followers you have. 933 followers. I wish you the best. Okay. NFL player for an edit. How about Antonio Brown? All right. Good time to buy Matic, or would I be chasing a green candle? Yeah, I think you'd be chasing a green candle. HTR Hero. Don't know enough. I'm sorry. Thoughts on IMX? That's another one I don't know enough. Thank you, Ali Boo Smith. Thoughts on DAOs like Olympus? That could be the next one. I'm really keeping an eye on DAOs right now. I'm very curious about it. You know, so I don't have any exposure to DAOs, and that may be the next thing that it's so. Here's my top three for, like, the next big thing. We saw these waves. We saw Metaverse. We saw ETH killers. ISO 20022, cryptos, you know, things that would benefit from that. So XRP, XLM, HBAR, Quant, ALBT, something like that, or DAOs or airdrops. That's my top three for potential next big thing, you know, next king of this meta game that we're playing. So Bitcoin on March, 60s. Crypto is a scam. It's only for whales. No, it's not. Did you buy Luna? I bought a little bit of Luna. Yeah. I'm mad I only bought 9 at $5 each. Wow, man. Yeah. This is the time to buy Bitcoin. I'm with you on that. People thought Dogecoin wouldn't do anything. What about Shiba Inu? Yeah, I mean, if you're saying so, maybe I'm wrong about that. I would say I'm just looking at probability. You know, I would say it's like 50-50 that Doge would go back to its all-time high. Maybe a little under 50-50. Whereas other cryptos, I think, are more than 50-50 that they will go back to their all-time high. So I have not been to the Bear Market Bottoms bar in West Hollywood. Sorry. Again, follow me on TikTok, by the way, if you're not following me. Would greatly appreciate that for the best crypto content. I'm exaggerating, and then follow me on Twitter, WWBitcoin. I will gladly answer any question you have there after this live stream is over. Tezos, I don't really know enough about Tezos. HBAR or VET. I like them both, but HBAR. VVS, I like VVS. I own some. I know that VVS price has dumped a lot lately, you know, with the rest of the market. But if you're staking VVS, which I would strongly recommend, if VVS just gets back to its previous levels, then you will have done very well. What's the point of buying only a little bit of Luna? Luna is destroying every other project. Well, yeah, that's a great point, Marcus. I need more Luna. I absolutely do. And you know, if there is anything that officially kills ETH, as of right now, my money might be on Luna. I've set limit orders, That's the big thing. And I just made a video talking about how Ethereum is my biggest holding, and I'm looking to transition a little bit of that into other so-called ETH killers. So Avalanche and Luna are the two biggest ones that I'm looking at. So Polkadot survived bear market, yes. Metaverse gaming project Gala, VeChain, still bullish on VeChain long term. I just think other things, short term, I'm not bullish on it, and other things I think will outperform it. What's the market outlook for the next 3 to 4 days? I'm not a 3 to 4 days kind of guy. So do you think we hit bottom yet? I mean, we could sweep the lows of that 42K liquidation wick, but it seems like Bitcoin gets under 46K, and all of a sudden, people are scooping that up pretty aggressively. So why are all influencers sad since 100K didn't happen? I'm not sad. I still think it's going to happen. I have never been married to this idea that it has to happen at the end of 2021. Did I think that it would happen at the end of 2021? Yes, I did. And I fully acknowledge that. But no, the longer time that we have to accumulate, the better. So, Jim or H bar. I don't think I'm assuming Jim is not an actual crypto. So I'll say H bar. Do I think we hit the bottom? I answered that question. Already talked a lot about Blocktopia. Thoughts on using the KuCoin bot? I haven't looked into that, but that seems intriguing. Hello, Benya. Everyone is taking issues from Benjamin Cohen to dry their eyes. Tissues. I really like Benjamin Cohen. I'm assuming you're trying to troll me or something like that. But man, I like Benjamin Cohen. He got really mad at me a few weeks ago because he misunderstood something that I said. He flipped out on me. But Benjamin Cohen is a gift to the crypto community. So really like Benjamin Cohen. Conservative ETH price prediction for 2022. How about 5,000? I don't know. Conservative. How much will Crow hit first or second quarter? Man, I'm just not a fan of these questions. I'm sorry. I really like Crow. Do you advise selling a pump in spring and getting back in summer, or just holding? I advise taking profits. Not financial advice, by the way, but definitely lesson learned from November, right? Definitely plan on taking profits more aggressively, converting that to stable coins, getting yield on the stable coins, holding those stable coins until the next bull run, or until there's a buying opportunity. ETH 2.0 triple halvening. Yes, very, very bullish on ETH. So, all right, DJ, I'm sorry. You can't spam like that. I'm muting you for a little bit. Thoughts on Atom? I really like Atom, but I like Quant more. I think Atom can get to 3 figures. So, Elrond, $1,000 by April. I'm not the guy, man. I'm not that guy. Gas and SOS. Man, you get an airdrop, I would sell a lot of it right away. I mean, what are people going to do? They get an airdrop. You think they're just going to hold that? Hodl it? If I get an airdrop, I'm selling it. I'm gonna convert some of that to at least a stable coin. So I would never, for at least like 6 months, buy something that was just airdropped. Are we in a bear market? We're in a bearish moment, but no, I think 2022 is going to be a good year. Would it be smart to convert everything into ETH before ETH 2.0? Everything? No, not everything. I mean, it would be smart to convert something to ETH before ETH 2.0. I'm not that guy, pal. You're not that guy, pal. That's right. ETH gas fees, will they go down after 2.0? Not that. Ooh, minor. No more miners. But Ethereum's working on a different EIP protocol. I was redundant there. They're working on a different EIP for the gas fees, and so hopefully gas fees will go down after that EIP is initiated. Dot. I'm going to buy a lot of Dot in the bear market. Dot dumps really hard during bearish times, which it's done right now. So I'd say right now is a good time to buy Dot. My portfolio fluctuates between 22 and 40K. Any advice to get to the next level? I feel stuck. Man, man, patience. I'm assuming you have good projects. I'm assuming you don't have a lot of junk in there. And so I the thing that I would caution you against is jumping from thing to thing. Build conviction, find projects that you really like. You can't go wrong with a lot of the cryptos in the top 20 for 2022: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Luna, Solana, Avalanche, a lot of other ones. And if you want to put like 5% of that into cryptos that you think are going to be big next, then yeah, 5-10%, something like that, then that's fine. But don't do it too much. If that doesn't turn out well for you, then I would just say hold. So what if you can stake your airdrop, aka IOTA staking reward ASMB, then stake ASMB? Yeah, it depends on the rewards. If it was like a 50% return, annual return, I'd say no, which is crazy to think. But yeah, no, not 50%. If it's like 500%, then I'd be like, yeah, buddy. But all right, I'm gonna take a thank you, Mazari. Thank you so much. Is Quant a good buy right now? I think so. Yeah, but Quant's crazy. Thoughts on BitBoy Crypto? I'm not a fan of BitBoy Crypto. I was when BitBoy Crypto flipped out on Blockchain Boy. I saw all of that happen before he did it on his channel, and I just thought that is so unprofessional. You are an arrogant prick, BitBoy Crypto. I used to like BitBoy Crypto, but I don't anymore. So I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back in about 15 minutes or so. So follow me on Twitter, WWBitcoin. Follow me on TikTok. Much love to you all. I've been wanting to go live for a long time, but I've been really busy with my work. But I'm glad to be back in the grind. Let's work through this together. But yeah, would greatly appreciate a follow on this platform and a follow on Twitter and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. World War Bitcoin. I make longer videos there. I share much more in-depth thoughts on YouTube. So USMC, but you have to admit Blockchain Boy is a clown sometimes. Here's the thing that I'll say about that. I think the Blockchain Boy would admit that he's a clown sometimes. And that's what I love about him. He keeps it real. So, all right. I'm done for now. I'll be back.